go.
Yo, what is up?
What's up,
Sup?
listeners? We have Daniel Keller here joining us.
You guys don't
Net
like,
art,
don't like my dance?
legend, thinker, influencer, appreciator of Iranian brickwork. What's going on, Daniel Keller?
Ooh.
Love that lovely Iranian brick. I haven't seen any
Wait,
in the last couple days, so maybe I'm not sure.
tell
I'm
us
not sure what that indicates.
tell us about the Iranian brickwork indicator.
I am convinced that there is an uptick in posts or the traction around the posts about like mid-rise apartment buildings in Iran that have like really fancy, contemporary but with a traditional edge brickwork, which you see a lot. And I noticed, especially last year, you'd start seeing them a lot, and then like if people posted them, I would ask like, did you get like extra traction for this? And they'd be like, yeah. So I think it was being boosted, and I don't actually know by what side or exactly what the objective is by doing this. I mean, in one way, I would think that it's like a sign. You could say it's the CIA, and this is like, oh, look at these modern people waiting to be liberated, and they can, help us with our YIMBY housing dreams. I also think maybe, it's Iranian. It's just like, oh, we're don't destroy our beautiful brickwork. It could go either way, but either way, I definitely have noticed that you start seeing it again when hostilities are on the verge of starting up again.
Wait, what? So you're seeing more tweets with pictures of this? The brickwork?
Look up Iranian brick. You'll see. I mean, maybe obviously this is a reflection of my own interests, and hey, I've known about the Iranian brickwork for years. It's like it was like a really like D-Zine or these like shitty design blogs like from 10 years ago. It's just like so bait for that, for like urbanism clickbait stuff, like because they look cool and they're whatever. Anyway, yeah, I think that you start seeing posts about them from there's a cluster of accounts, and they don't always post about Iran or about brickwork, but they do when the war is about to happen.
Harrison has never heard the word urbanism before in his entire life. You need to tell Harrison, what is urbanism? What does that
The
mean?
study of the built environment. The study.
He's Googling. He looks up and he's Googling urbanism. What
Urbanism? Oh yeah, no. I thought it was. Like I thought that's like what it is when you went to a public school for high school.
Whatever. Anyway, have you seen any Iranian brickwork on your timelines, or is it just me?
I only see it when you post it. But
I'm in a much lower band of Twitter. Like I am getting way lower. All my Twitter is right now is like that chick like showing her camel toe.
The cooter mogging.
Hate that term. The cooter-servative chick.
I don't think that's going to prove to be a Lindy portmanteau. I don't think
there is something. And look, it's sad. And I think a lot of the smart right-wing people are never going to fall into this, or they're never going to like this. Obviously, they shouldn't. But like, there's a huge upside to just making all of conservative or just like right-wing or anything like that into Hooters, because that's like really your core demo is like people that love and like think Hooters is like a thing to do.
Well, yeah. I just think it's sad because everyone's talking about her pussy being in the video, but no one's addressing her ideas or her thoughts or what she was even saying. It's like
kind of a shame.
Dude. Isaac, where did you get the sunglasses?
Ideas.
Dude, you don't
Isaac is just living in a Hype Williams video.
You don't even know.
Urban,
that is true, dude. You are like you're the white guy in Belly 4.
Yeah, this is Belly 4. This is Belly 4.
Belly white.
Belly 4. The Jew is on
Belly 4 white.
Yeah, Jewish.
Jewish.
Belly white.
Dude, I watched Belly with a bunch of people this year, and we had no idea this was coming in the movie. That at a certain point, one of the characters, because of all the gang violence in the movie, they go, "We got to get the fuck up out of here. We got to go to Africa." We got to move to Africa. And we had no idea that was
T-Boz says this.
Yeah,
T-Boz
Nas.
from TLC.
T-Boz from
T-Boz says it to Nas.
Says it to Nas.
She goes, "We need to go to Africa." Like, what the fuck, man? It's great, dude. It's honestly so good.
It is good when Nas
that
drops
movie is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Honestly,
when Nas drops
it is.
I've only watched
I'm
the first.
thinking on the high level now.
Bro, the most racist thing about the entire America is that people do not recognize that Belly is a fucking masterpiece. And it's Hype Williams' only movie ever. Only movie he's ever made. And it is
I'm sorry,
good.
The music videos, that's a movie to get. I'm sure you
haven't even seen it. You just said you only watched the beginning. You need to watch the entire.
I'm just saying his music videos are important artistic achievements as well. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just
dude.
Fanboy.
It's incredible. Right. He's got a Harmony Korine clip in it. DMX is watching Harmony Korine in the movie.
Wow.
It's so fucking legit.
The whole
it is
movie
honestly
is
so
a
good.
Hype Williams. The whole movie is a Hype Williams music video. It's like amazing. But
also like super postmodern and incredibly fucking awesome.
It's like a couple of them are sitting in the living room and Gummo's playing in the background, and one of the black guys just goes, "Damn, this is some wild."
DMX goes, "That's real life. That's real life." to the Harmony Korine movie, dude. It's so good.
Wow.
Honestly, I can't believe how good that movie is. And the fact that white people can't understand how good that fucking movie is really
I've only heard white people talk
upsetting
about
racism.
I'm just gonna tell you that, Isaac, but
it's upsetting racism.
I've heard a lot of white people talk about how great this movie is, and I've
never had a black person recommend Belly to me.
Not a single time.
Only white people.
That's because you don't know any black people. You know one gay black dude who's not gay. That's the extent of your black people that you know.
I will say,
I know a few for sure.
As a friend of the black, I know a lot of them like Belly, but it's not white dudes.
They love
like me and Isaac.
They love
of course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't think it's underappreciated by white people. That's my only point. I think it's
I think I agree. It is well appreciated by the white.
Yeah.
The era was also peak Wigger era too. When that came out, and like the tail has a very long tail.
That's not even true, man. I was a real actual Wigger, for real.
Yeah.
And everyone hated me. Everybody hated the Wiggers. It was pretty fly for a white guy. Pretty fly for a white guy.
It wasn't. I'm not saying people loved Wiggers. I'm just saying
people hated Wiggers. They didn't even know what Wiggers were.
Existed.
They fucking hated Wiggers. I was the most excluded Wigger, oppressed. I was an oppressed Wigger, dude.
You're saying that white people hated Wiggers or black?
Yes, they hated Wiggers, bro.
Well,
I was an oppressed Wigger.
You were optimizing to fit in with black people. That's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, but I was a total freak instance.
Did black people hate you too? Because if black people hated you, then you weren't passing, basically, right? Like that's the issue.
I wasn't a passing. I was not a passing Wigger. I was an unpassing.
It's all it's all gender. It's all gender performance, right? Wigger is definitely.
Well, everybody has hated me my entire life since day one, so it was no different from normal.
You'd be like,
this nigga is so emo, dude. You are so emo. You're in like the 90s collective soul video drinking. Oh yeah, dude. This is like exactly what it was like when like Chris Cornell like killed himself. He's like, I'm in the 90s video.
I can't get out of the 90s. I can't get out of it. I can't. Get me out of the 90s.
All right, you should actually have some music video playing. Maybe you could have like the Michael Jackson Scream video or
that's right. I should get some great. I should have Jamiroquai. Right. It should be Jamiroquai.
Exactly. Just like
just be like a lava.
Like, that's real life.
That's real life.
Jamiroquai.
That's Jamiroquai. That is real life.
That shit is real. Virtual insanity? No. Hey, that aged well. I did rewatch it with my daughter because I thought that would be something that Io would like. Big fan. Moving Floor. It's great. I mean, they don't make music videos like that anymore. Why not? I mean, it's cheap, right?
Well, they don't make music videos at all. When's the last time anybody saw a music video?
That's true.
Nobody's seen a music video. What's the last
You
music
know what's
video you
weird?
watched?
They still make
Okay,
music
hold
videos.
on,
It's
hold on.
so
Can we
stupid.
ask the fucking guest a question?
Sorry.
Daniel, what's the last
It
music
might have
video
been
you
Jamiroquai.
watched?
That might have been the last music video I watched that I can think of. I don't know. It was one of the last ones. So
The last music video that I remember people really caring about was the Childish Gambino "This Is America" one, where he was like,
Right, where he was shooting people.
yeah.
I'm an apologist for that video as well. I think that's a good.
Whatever
video.
happened to him? He was a joke, bitch.
He's still making
Some of
hits.
He was
Atlanta's
popular
good
for
too.
5
I think some of
seconds.
Atlanta is good. Some of it
Wait,
was annoying.
Atlanta
Can we-
is a great show. I think it's one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, people do love Atlanta.
Again, you guys never let our guest ever talk. Can you
Sorry.
let Daniel explain why
was-
that's a good music video? Because that's an interesting take.
Okay, level of ambition. It's undeniable. Maybe you could say it's too try hard. No, it was well planned. I think some of the choreography is good. I think that the references to racial history or whatever were not over the top. Actually, they were kind of like subtle and whatever. I don't necessarily agree with that whole worldview. I don't think this is America, but I thought it was a well articulated idea about America, and I don't think the song was that bad. It's annoying in parts, but I also thought what I appreciated was that he had all these other rappers as guests. I remember who they were, but he performed them, and I thought that was a nice kind of like Pomo thing. There was sort of he was singing their parts in the video. Didn't have them as guest stars. There's not that I like this trend, but it was very influential in bringing back the 70s trouser trend. This girl that I went to the girl I went to art school with, Natasha Newman Thomas, she does the costume design for like The Idol and for Euphoria, and I think she did it for that video. And those 70s pants and his little slightly too fat body. There's a lot in that video. I think there's a lot of influence you can find in that video, and it's easy to hate, of course, but it's harder to love, and maybe that's.
Yeah, he
The
had
real
a
challenge.
little bit of fat. He was a little bit fat in that video. It's a good point.
He was a little bit fat. I think that was it was provocative, honestly.
Mhm.
I thought the gunning down the shooting the guy in the chair thing. Whoa. First time you saw it, don't tell me that you weren't a little bit shocked. I think you were shocked. I bet you were shocked.
Isn't it
Well,
funny that like the more innate
Hey.
body fat you have as a black guy, the more white you are? You know what I mean? It's like the more
sure,
the
that's
shittier your
sure,
body.
maybe.
If you're a shitty body black guy, the more white you get.
There was actually some study. I don't know.
There's a
what
study about this.
There was some fucking clickbait thing that I saw that was about perceptions of Asian people, and the fatter ones appeared more American, which, duh.
But
yeah.
No,
when black
I think
get even
that's a really-
fatter. I was just gonna say when the blacks get even fatter, then they go back to being black.
You're right.
Like
Exactly.
Biggie.
No, yeah. When they're like white guys, skinny fat, they're really white. But then if they get really fat, then they're back to black. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's like there's like a white middle part. Of
Well, it's
when they're
literally just
really
like how
white.
Western your diet is. Basically, it's like
Right.
if you're
Well, black
eating like a
people
white
still
guy,
have with like
you're
Oh,
eating
now
an
you're
IPA
interrupting the
and
guest, Denzel.
cheeseburger thing.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go
Denzel. I
ahead,
was
Daniel.
interrupting
Go
you.
ahead,
I'm sorry,
Daniel.
Continue.
No, I wasn't saying anything important there.
No,
Go
yeah.
ahead, Denzel.
Well, I was saying among black men, they sort of still have, in medieval times, if a black man was skinny, he was homeless. And if a black man was fatter, he was wealthier. I think
In
that's
medieval
still
times.
times.
I don't think
In
this
medieval
is
times.
race specific. Any of this
So
stuff.
true
I'm just
about-
gonna
Fuck
do
you
that
talking
now.
about
Like,
medieval
that's-
times?
The universal theory of fatness is possible. Actually, I don't.
That's
think
true.
We don't need to racialize this at all.
A skinny white man is wealthier than a fat white man today. But
It's
a
all
skinny
changed
black man-
now, but we're talking about like historical
Yeah, it
norms.
changes. It all changes.
Yeah, it all changes.
It's constantly changing.
And now I think
yeah.
now being skinny is deflated in value because of GLPs,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Overall,
Yes.
and I was noticing I was down in OC over the weekend. I was in Newport, and there were some traditional hot skinny. There's a lot of skinny fat that seemed to be like unquestioned, even amongst white people. And I was like, have GLPs just not diffused down here, or are we seeing the beginning of a counter trend where being a little bit fat somehow signals something different than it did 5 years ago, which I think is possible. Probably a mix.
Well,
of
I'm
both.
on GOPs, but I just sometimes, but I'm still.
Which one?
But I'd like to eat, and then sometimes I'll do drugs so I can.
You're gonna out eat the GLPs. I have some. I have some extended family members that are like that. They just power through.
Why out eat the GLPs? What's
you got to
point?
eat because I'm like a. That's like just like as
You're
much as I want to have a
You're
cocktail,
a size 6 kind of guy.
I got to eat. Yeah, I'm just trying to eat.
I think a true fat person has a food addiction and eats for comfort, and that association is just so strong that's GLPs are fighting against that. Whereas a normal person, it's kind of like taking Adderall. It's like a normal person taking a GLP, you're gonna have a very strong food suppression, and you're not gonna want to eat anything at all. But a fat guy.
But if you're a person and you have like a crippling emotional issue that forces you to eat constantly,
yeah, it's an emotional thing, right? And it's like it's psychosomatic to the point that this is like Gila monster venom, I think, is where they found Ozempic originally.
And
so
every time you talk like
that, wait, what?
You're stronger than the chemical that allows Gila monsters to go months without eating.
This is not. It's not necessary.
Wait a second.
That unhealthy of association with food.
They found Ozempic in Gila monster venom.
No.
Yeah,
not the same chemical. Not the same chemical.
Yes, it is. It's
I watched the video and that was debunked.
These compounds, it's from that. Yeah.
Debunked.
No, it's true.
It's been debunked.
It's not
GOP.
it's not like
GOP is glucagon-like protein. Glucagon-like
was
protein.
Was it inspired by Gila monster by the same mechanism?
It was inspired by it, correct? But it is not.
It's inspired.
Okay, that's my point.
I don't think it was even discovered. They were already working with GOPs before that, but there is some connection. But this is the anti-GOP people out there trying to say this is because that like stops your heart. It also does that. It makes you not want to eat, but it'll also like give you a heart attack.
And it makes you like. Do you see the? Sam Altman said he overdosed on GLPs and he had to go to the hospital because he like became like Zen Buddhist and didn't desire anything, which seems like I will say my wife since postpartum, she's been taking a small dose of Retta, and I can see it in the credit card bill. Like it's lower. It's absolutely lower because of it. Not only food, just in general spending. And I can see it. And I feel like, I mean, it could be disastrous for the economy, or it could be, exactly what we need. I don't know, but.
So you're very, you don't seem like someone who's ever struggled with weight. You're very skinny. So do you just
I'm actually the fattest I've ever been, and I'm thinking about taking. I normally weigh like 130. I'm very skinny, and now
you look fucking fat as fuck right now.
You look fucking dude.
You honestly look really. You look like
I didn't want to say it, dude.
Fat.
Because I don't know you like that, but we've had a lot of guests.
They really just what is going on?
I mean, obviously up here I look skeletal. I look like. For a long time, my daughter, anytime she saw a big skeleton, she'd be like, Daddy.
"Oh no! Oh my god, that's not good."
Yeah, like one of the big Home Depot, Daddy.
The Retta is better than semaglutide. Semaglutide is pretty awesome.
Okay, wait. Can we just get some type of taxonomy of this whole thing? I just went to Mexico. Just hold on. Just 1 second. I went to Mexico with a bunch of normies recently, and you cannot very, very rich, extremely rich normies. They were taking a fucking shot for everything. It was like time to get a boner, shot in the gut. Time to work out, shot in the gut. Time to fucking have my shoulder feel better. Shot in the fucking gut. They are 100% in on shooting this shit into their bodies all fucking day long. They're just shooting it fucking any problem. Just like give me a fucking peptide. So what the fuck is a peptide? What is a peptide? Can somebody tell me what a peptide is? One, And then 2, what is the taxonomy of the peptides?
It's a string of amino
Paps.
acids.
Oh, okay. Well, in
Yes,
that case,
exactly.
that makes perfect. Then I totally
They're
get
the
it. Then I
building.
totally
Okay, so
know.
they're like they're the building blocks of proteins, which is you need for everything. And they're also like regulate. They do like intercellular communication. Kind of that's what. So like all the like various signaling that cells do to other cells. They there's I don't know any of this shit, but there's upregulation and downregulation of different signaling
agonists
pathways. All the like new
antagonists.
medicines are all doing that stuff. Basically, they're like targeting one very specific receptor for one, specific either. There's not only for peptides. These are like, also like, have you heard of biologics or monoclonal antibodies? These are all like kind of in the same modern medicine of we're very good at engineering molecules now, like very complex ones. And now we can do all this stuff. But GLPs are just a type of peptide. So all of the GLPs are peptides.
Okay, so why
like
now?
I said,
why have people waited until now to inject peptides into them every second?
They didn't.
I think it's more that there's greater availability of like research chemicals from China is a big unlock. I think it's been done in like bro science kind of bodybuilder stuff for a while. It's just that it's much more. It's the same thing with fentanyl. Like fentanyl is not a new, drug, but it's widespread because of China, basically. But I think it's, I don't know. I think some of it is definitely real. And like, okay, insulin is a peptide. Like there's very obviously medically important peptides. There's no question that they exist. But I see people like, why am I forgetting his name? Scammer, Martin Shkreli. Sorry. Shkreli is like really anti-peptide. And honestly, I kind of trust his opinions generally about pharma stuff. He's like been right about a lot of things and he's skeptical generally of a lot of claims, and he's really anti-peptide. So I don't know. I think a lot in some cases these things are just not like the things that you're talking about, Isaac, like BPC, I don't know, 157 is one. All these things, there haven't been widespread clinical trials for any of this shit. Partially because they can't really be copywritten, so like, they can't be patented because they're too simple, basically. So for that reason, I don't know. It's a lot of unproven shit, and it's very similar to other health crazes in the past. It's just more extreme because people seem to be like comfortable shooting up now, which I think that was a big. I mean, actually, I'm on a new medicine now that I have to shoot up every 2 weeks, and it was the first time I've ever done that. Very gnarly. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I've never injected
prep.
Drug
You're talking about prep,
before.
Right? We're all on prep here.
Yeah, prep. Yeah, exactly. You got to do prep. You get injected directly
prep.
into your ball sack.
It's important.
Yeah, it's a drug. It's a drug called Dupixent, which is a monoclonal antibody, not a peptide, but similar.
What's that for? Like,
yeah, I don't know. But honestly, there's a lot of like cool potential medicine for this stuff. So for all sorts of diseases, and I think one of the real reasons to be like hopeful about AI is that I've met with like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these companies that are doing drug discovery. They all have their own little niche of like where they're looking, but use AI to look through a bunch of different data, suggest different chemical compositions, and then you can kind of like simulate millions of variations of that and see which one works before you get to clinical trials. Whereas before you couldn't do any of that. You would have to like go straight to the doing it in real life on real trials, which is just infinitely slower. So I think like in the next 5 years, we're going to get a lot of cool good drugs from AI, which we need to like help the PR case.
Yeah. Do you think there will be something even stronger, like for someone like Harrison, like something even stronger than a GLP-1, like a sort of super GLP-1 that can override even emotional
GLP-1,
issues?
they've already done.
Yes.
There is more. GLP-1 is just that's just semaglutide. Now there's retatrutide, which is GLP-3s.
Reta is a triple agonist. Yeah. It is basically more than just GLP-1.
My ex explained the whole Reta thing to me, which is that it's like the other ones just make you not hungry, but Reta makes you not hungry, and also it makes your body burn calories and fat at a higher artificial rate.
Yeah, it kind of just like does a bunch. It's also anti-inflammatory. There's a bunch of things that they are finding from these things. I don't know, but yeah, because they're so profitable, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of new ones that are better than Retta or stronger than Retta that get developed or target something similar but different. And I think probably because they do seem to be like good for addiction. I imagine there'll be one that like specifically targets the addiction pathways more so.
Daniel, have you ever tried, like, we talk a lot about like T boosting shit. Have you ever tried like a testosterone peptide or like anything like that?
I haven't.
So
although I
just don't understand. Is there a peptide for anything? This is what I don't understand. Why is it suddenly, the peptide for anything you need? Like, how is that? That doesn't make any sense.
Because it's a trend. Well, because they are these extremely ubiquitous molecules that are used in all sorts of parts of the body, different types of signaling. So it's not crazy.
Okay, so which ones have you taken, Daniel?
None.
You've taken zero peptides. How many peptides have you taken, Denzel?
No.
Denzel, how many peptides? All right, Swampist, how many peptides have you taken?
Probably like 20.
Okay, different types.
Yeah.
You've taken 20 different types.
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
So can we get like a taxonomy here? Like, what's the best one? Like, does one make you feel good?
It depends what you want to do. But yeah, they all are.
And you can do anything. Anything you want. You can do. It's basketball. I want to be good at basketball. Peptide.
No.
But there's really not a testosterone. They haven't made a peptide yet that just makes you have super hard boners and be really horny and get
I think there is a fucking boner.
There's a bunch of those.
All these guys I were just with were taking boner peptides the whole time.
Yeah, if you just want like hard boner peptides. Oh, dude, there's a lot of boner peptides.
Oh, yes, there are. There are boner peptides.
You can do melanotan, dude. Melanotan 2, which I take sometimes to get dark when I'm trying to like truly jeet out and get dark, right? I will.
Do you mean dark metaphorically or on your skin?
Skin.
Oh, I thought you meant
no. Well, like I guess it's kind of dark because I'm like.
I thought you meant like get dark, like go on a race.
The darker my skin gets, like I start like my behavior does change. It's sort of like a werewolf.
Get that.
Sort of like slow. It's like a werewolf thing happens. Because like I
was talking about boner peptides. Have you taken the boner peptides?
Yeah, but no, even that will give you crazy boners. Crazy boners like that, like you don't even want to have.
You're saying
I'm telling you, dude. Yes,
darker. You get
no. When you inject it into your body, it takes a couple weeks. You got to be out in the sun and stuff, and it's called melanotan, and it increases your melanocytes. And I already have like good amount because I have Sephardic blood, you know.
I see.
So melanotan was good. Really... BPC is good. I mean, it basically.
That's what I don't know about BPC. I hear that it's good, but then this is the one that like is the most.
Yeah, some people say it doesn't do anything at all. So I don't. I think
about it. They also tell me it's bullshit.
But I think a normal doctor can prescribe BPC now. I think they're doing that. I could be wrong about that, but I thought that was something to do with the administration. But then
I don't think. Yeah,
tesamorelin, Cimarelin.
There's like C-Max. That's another one. What's C-Max? SE.
C-Max was good. Was a brain one. I have C-Max in my refrigerator right now.
I thought that one was a boner one, but it turns out it's for the mind.
No. It's for the brain, yeah.
It's a boner.
Yeah, dude, I did too.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I bought it.
Exactly.
Because I thought it was like maximum semen. That's what I thought we were going for.
Have you heard of
that? Is the peptide you need.
It's like if they called it Bismack and it raised your IQ. It's the most ridiculous name for a peptide. C-Max. And it's for being smart.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like there's a peptide for everything. Like you can do a copper peptide
therapy.
Copper peptide actually hurts. From me when you inject it.
People say copper peptides
to you. Yeah, copper peptides. Everybody's kind of copper deficient. That's where you get the grays from. I think my grays are actually going away a little bit.
So here's what I want out of a peptide. I want, number one, to not go bald, huge boners.
They got them for this. You know, women have been putting peptides on their face for a long time. Like that's like, I think retinol might I don't think that's a peptide. That's just like vitamin A. But women put on a lot of skin cares have peptides. So it's not really like this is not like a new. None of it's like new technology or anything.
So are you just like rubbing that on your dick when you can't get hard? You're just like, I'm gonna rub my wife's peptides on my dick.
It doesn't see. It's just almost all of these are fat. So you're just using a little diabetic needle, and it's not that bad. It doesn't bother me that bad.
I think everybody just wants to inject shit into their body. I think that's what this is.
I don't like it.
Does any of it actually do anything?
Yeah, I mean,
does any of it do anything at all?
Like,
I recommend everybody do testosterone first.
A large portion of it is placebo, for sure.
I just think that, like, has anything does it actually do anything for anybody?
The peptides
it made Curtis Yarvin skinny.
GLPs, yeah.
It made Curtis Yarvin skinny.
GLPs work for sure. Melanotan definitely works.
To make your skin darker, which is a big goal of yours.
Yeah.
Like you're just sitting around Swampish, you're just being like, you know what? I really want my skin to be darker. That's a big I need to go take injections to make my skin darker because that's so important.
It also makes your hair not go gray. I think that it also is like makes your hair darker.
Oh, that's why you're doing it. You're doing it just so your hair doesn't grow gray?
No, I'm
just nobody cares if your hair goes gray.
No, I'm doing it to blackface. Or brown face.
You want a blackface. You want to just go full.
I'm brown facing.
You want to be medically blackface.
Evidence of a fat Puerto Rican guy saying that GLP-1s and melanotan work as peptides. You're already brown and fat. What is the evidence that things work?
I'm trying to get browner and fatter, bro.
You're brown and fat. What is the evidence that things work?
Well, this is fair. This actually is true, but you can feel those ones when you put them in your body. The best thing about I think like Retatrutide or any of these, within 24 hours you'll feel it. If you took it, if I shot you up with this right now, by tomorrow you would feel it heavy. Especially if I gave you a nice big dose, you'd probably throw up.
What would you feel? What would you feel?
Like you could not eat and you'll throw up. And you'll just like be like, fuck, I do not want to eat anything. And that feeling will not go away for a good week until I shoot you up again.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah. That's how it works. It's like legit. It will work. But if GLP-1 by itself,
you're still fat as fuck. So what
How much have you lost? How much have you actually lost?
I lost like 40 pounds. I was fatter.
Oh my god! What in the world?
Dude, I was like 260.
I can't verify this. I'm just believing it.
I was 260. I'm 225 right now. Yes.
Okay.
You were That's what LeBron James weighs. LeBron James is 260.
Dude, I'll show you like my fatter pictures. I'd lost a good amount off it, but I also will go off it for like a month, and then I'll just sort of like it's not hard to like kind of eat. Add a little bit.
You get weight. You definitely.
They need to make a peptide that cures anti-Semitism. That would be huge.
And that'll make me less fat.
No,
I'm fat because I hate the Jews.
Is that in society? That's what we need to fix.
Right. No, I think. No, I would be way fatter. I'm battling newborn hormones in my wife and all this stuff. You guys don't know. This is like.
No, I do know, dude. I know how it goes. So is Daniel's in the same boat, bro.
Your wife?
Daniel's in the same boat. We all have newborn kids.
This is hold on. This is Andrew Huberman.
I have an excuse?
Yes, Andrew Huberman. When you're cohabitating with a woman who's just had a baby, basically, nature drops your testosterone, increases your prolactin, and this is like so you don't kill the baby. Apparently, we used to. Yeah, I think that's like that used to be a thing. Bears do that, maybe. I think animals do that. They kill their kids. Mm-hmm. So it drops. So that's like, it's like sympathy weight.
Do you guys realize that all of this is total bullshit? I wonder if you guys know that this is, it's completely fake. You know what? This is all like, it's like no, back in.
Isaac knows best,
dude, trust me, I know this. This is the new version of, remember back in like Athens, they were like, your yellow humors are high and your black humors are low this week. That's all this is. It's completely fucking made up. None of it is real.
Just like
it's
making
100%
appeal to
fake.
some
It's
pseudoscience
100%
in the
fake.
past and just be, oh,
It
well, this
is
is the same
fake.
as that.
Okay, have they
how do
ever
you-
measured one time? Denzel, we can see. Look at we can see Denzel.
It
We can
is
see
though.
everywhere, yeah, but
He looks like
I'm gonna
he's
take that
in
opportunity
like
nice
to
a.
get a bottle of water.
ass.
He looks like he's
Nice.
about to be
Denzel's
in
got
a
a thick.
porno.
Denzel got a
He looks
thick
like
ass.
he's about to be in a
Nice
porno.
thick,
You look like you're in a
nice
90s
thick
music
ass.
video.
Oh, just get in the covers. Get under those covers, man.
What the fuck is
Curl
this,
up.
dude?
We had a long day, man. I'm tired.
Curl up. Yeah, it's been a hard, long day.
Whoa.
Wait, Daniel, did we scare you away
Let me
because
learn about
we
your
were saying this
business.
isn't real?
No, I just was getting a
You're
No,
making
wait. Let me
fun of-
just lay out my argument. So it's humors. We're talking about humors. It's like the same thing. It's like yellow humor, yellow bile. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
When people, hold on, just 1 second. Everybody, the entire pharmacological. Oh, dude. By the way, on the way here, I sat next to on first class the chairman and president of the American Psychiatric Organization, the APA. He was wearing RBG socks. And all the waits and all the stewardesses kept being like, "I love your socks."
Oh,
Yeah, fucking the country's
really?
fucked. But he was actually a nice guy. He was cool, but not cool. But
Of course.
nice.
Oh, what's his
Anyway,
name? Fucking
so
Alfred Lipschitz.
no, he's not a Jew. He looks like a super wasp, but maybe he is
Oh.
a passing. He might be a passing. No,
I'm
I think
sure
he's
his name-
definitely a wasp.
What
Look
is
him
it?
up.
President
But
CEO
anyway,
name it. I'm looking it up.
American Psychiatric Institute. Yeah, he wanted to talk. He was probably gay. He was probably trying to bang, but whatever. Just kidding. Just kidding. That was libel. I'm completely joking. But no, so
Institute? American Psychiatric Institute?
no, American Psychiatric Association.
Psychiatric
Psychiatricists.
Psychiatric.
No, wait. Okay, let me just say this argument.
Nailed
So
it.
the argument is, okay, the argument is that
I get that. We already get the argument.
no,
Yeah,
I did not
it's
say the
bullshit
argument. Just
because
let me
in
say,
the
well,
past,
hold on.
there was
No,
a system of
Daniel.
bullshit.
No, that's not the argument.
ahead.
The
Is
argument
his name
is, here's
Kyle
the argument.
Covington?
Yeah.
Justin Moore?
Probably. Okay, just hold on. So the argument is, okay, the entire psychiatric institution is based on these SSRIs, right? SSRIs are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, and they are based on the idea that you have a, in your mind or brain, a lack of some neurotransmitter that you're supposed to have there. And whoops, I just have a lack of this neurotransmitter. Blah, blah, blah. Do you realize that neurotransmitters in that format have never been measured in a brain? Ever.
Mhm.
They've been measured in the blood. Okay, but even that, if you really look into the studies of neurotransmitters in the blood, it's extremely fleeting. There has never been any actual measurement of neurotransmitters in your brain ever.
Yeah, Harvard debunked
It's completely
the
fucking made up.
neurotransmitter thing.
Look it up.
That's
It's
why
like
like,
they've never
I think the
actually
model is
measured it.
wrong. I think you're right about that in general, obviously, but at the same
and
time,
that's
there
why a lot
are-
of people
there
are
are
on
neurotransmitters
SSRIs, and there's nothing that even proves that the SSRI does anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I mean, well,
And if
it
anything, it's
it
net
does do
negative.
something. Okay, excuse
Yeah.
me.
But I don't
No,
think
it
it's
does
right that
do
there has
something.
never been any measurement of neurotransmitters in the brain. I don't think that's
It is. Look it
I
up.
think
There's
that you're
never
right
been.
that
There's
the SSRI model.
okay. They've
I am looking it up.
look it up. They have there has never been an active measurement of any neurotransmitter, particularly serotonin, in the brain, because you're dead. What are you gonna do? Stick a fucking needle in somebody's brain? It's impossible anyway. So
Yes,
you
people
can
do
you
that all
can
the time.
measure it in their blood, but again, that goes to show the whole model is fake. Like they're saying that you have
No.
a deficiency. They don't know that. Even in the blood, it hasn't really been measured. And even then, even if you could measure it in the blood, it's a causation is not causation argument.
Okay.
You know, causation, whatever. Causation, something about
Brain
causation.
microdialysis. A very thin tube with a semi-permeable membrane is inserted into a particular brain, a living one, region. Molecules in the surrounding extracellular fluid diffuse into the tube and are chemically identified using chromatography or mass spectrometry. Human studies have directly sampled glutamate and GABA, dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitter metabolites, numerous other neuroactive chemicals. This has been done during epilepsy surgery, deep brain stimulation surgery, and monitoring after a severe brain injury. One BDS study directly assessed glutamate, GABA, and dopamine in the human basal ganglia. Other work combined microdialysis with single neuron recordings.
Okay, so no
This was in
serotonin. Wait, no serotonin. No
serotonin was listed on there. It said dopamine and
No,
serotonin.
you said it was
This is just one
GABA.
of method.
It was
No.
GABA.
I listed a bunch of different things.
Yo, GABA.
I said serotonin. You're not going to get me on that. I have the list.
And
in front
anyway,
of me.
also, you're talking about a traumatic brain patient. You're talking about a traumatic brain
patient. I only got
patient.
to the first experiment from 2013. In 2018, researchers recorded rapid serotonin fluctuations from the striatum of 14 Parkinson's patients.
Okay, Parkinson's. You're fucking retarded already.
They're doing studies on patients because that's who gets medical studies done.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Anyways, 2020 studied simultaneously tracked sub-second dopamine and serotonin signaling in awake patients performing a perceptual decision task, finding that both changed during
all right, fine. So it changes, fine. So
a 2024 study measured both chemicals in the substantia nigra. I don't know.
You already know.
Test. Dopamine tracked changes in offer value relative to the previous offer, while
he didn't ask you to curse.
Closely tracked the current offer's value, and that's just the direct measures. There's a bunch of less direct methods as well. So you're wrong.
No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not wrong. Everything you just said was random brain patients and shit, where they're just measuring the molecule. The molecule exists. I'm not saying the molecule
of you being wrong.
No, not true. I am not saying the
direct
molecule
measurements of these neurotransmitters in the brain of living people,
but not
some
depression,
some
bro.
of them were not.
Not depression. You're just saying you're saying the
SSRI
molecule exists.
I
am not. I'm not saying the molecule does not exist. You're saying the molecule was measured.
This is
okay. So fine. Fine. It's been okay.
Fine.
Has it been detected? Has the molecule been detected ever in the brain? Yeah, that's not my point. My point is that there's never been any deficit detected.
Guys.
That's not what I'm saying. I wasn't saying the molecule is fake. I said it's in the blood.
I said into the brain.
All right.
Like when you're playing a game, like Settlers of Catan or something. Anyway, the point is, I'm being pedantic. Obviously, I'm reading LLM textbook.
It's fine.
But I just want to get to the point.
Daniel is correct.
Models can be wrong, and just because
this is retarded.
Models of reality.
Okay, I'm gonna look up.
You were right.
I'm looking up another fucking.
No, Isaac. Hold on. No. This is important because Isaac. Here's where you're correct. This is the recent finding. There's no correlation between chemical imbalance and people's mood. That was the thing that they like.
That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying.
That is
okay,
what
dude. I literally just Googled. Time out. Everybody loves AI. Everybody loves AI, right? I literally just Googled this. The first result is a direct serotonin deficit in a living human brain has never been reliably measured.
Yeah, but we're not disagreeing. I agreed with you.
Done.
I agree with you that the model that is the reason why they prescribe SSRIs has not been proven. I agreed with you from the outset. So no, we just agree, I guess, apparently on all of this. I'm just saying that just because that model of depression didn't find a correlation between serotonin and depression or whatever, that does not mean that neurotransmitters can't be measured or that different models of disease like Parkinson's or whatever can't relate to serotonin or dopamine deficiencies or fluctuations or whatever you want to call it. And in general, I have faith that we're getting better at modeling these things, not worse. So even if the 4 humors was wrong, and even if SSRIs were wrong, we're getting better, not worse. So whatever. I don't know. It's not a reason to throw away empiricism entirely. Like that's just, you're wrong about that. If that's your takeaway.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I agree. SSRIs are barbaric, and it's
Where
crazy
did
that we
Denzel
are
go?
like giving it. It's a good
Okay.
question.
Next
What's
question.
the next topic?
Swampus, what's the next topic? You're just staring off into the distance.
Yeah.
Thinking about your
Is it
SSRIs.
I'm the next topic doer?
Dude, I'm in Alexandria, Virginia. I have to go to a.
Did you go to Rocket
I'm
Grill?
going on OAN later with Matt Gates.
When is
Going
that?
on OAN
Did you go to
with
Rocket
Matt
Grill?
Gates. Yeah, I did. It was cool.
How was it?
It was fine.
It was Monday night
It's okay.
or Tuesday night. Maybe not great.
Dude, I went to there's a bar that is a dock that's floating. There's a dock bar that floats here
Yeah.
in
There's a
Alexandria.
bunch. That's like the
Bunch of
Mark
docks.
Warner, just like the Warner
I'd like
family.
to have see more of that.
Dive bar.
The seasteading future
Seasteading.
that we were promised. I think it's going to happen. Finally.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Starting with
Isaac thinks we're
dock
spending too much
bars.
on AI. What's a
Oh
good
God,
budget?
I think that ever, man.
Good budget for
I think
for
AI.
for a vibe
I
code.
so agree.
Well, you're
Vibe
spending
coded
too much on
business.
AI personally, or we
Personally,
collectively, are spending
literally
too much?
personally.
Oh yeah.
I think probably
Mhm.
collectively.
How much are you spending on AI a month?
Isaac, how much do you think we're spending on the real number is probably like $300.
At least $36 a month. It's out of control.
That's what you think is too much?
37
Okay,
$37 to $38 per month.
how much are you paying for like
That's a joke.
iCloud storage? How much are you paying for
That's a joke,
fucking
Daniel.
Netflix?
That's a joke. It's called
Okay,
a
how
joke.
much? Okay, sorry.
No,
sorry.
it's fucked up.
Sorry.
It's fucked up because you don't know beforehand. That's the thing that gets me. You should know. It should be like, okay, do you want to do this? Yes or no? It's going to cost this. And then you can decide, right? But in the most Jewish possible fucking fashion, that's exactly like health insurance, Jewish, and compound interest, Jewish. You don't know beforehand. Yeah, you sign a contract and then they just go, oh yeah, today it was $77.
Okay,
Tomorrow it's $86.
What are you doing for the
And then you
API?
go, okay, well, how the fuck did you do that? How did you come up with this? And then they go, oh, there's reinsurance and there's other insurance and there's the copay.
Wait, are you talking
and
about
there's
insurance
the
or are you
rebate.
talking about AI now?
you're just
I'm
becoming.
not talking about all of it. I'm saying it's the new version of that.
You're becoming the goyim. You sign a contract that an honest Jewish person wrote with a bunch
And
of.
they can just charge you any amount at any time.
They wrote an honest predatory contract that you.
Isaac, you're a Jewish lawyer that went to the lane.
That's how I know.
Yeah, you didn't read
That's
the
how I know.
contract, bro.
That's how I know it's fake.
A good Jewish man pulled himself up.
It's not fake. It's not fake. It's just the pricing mechanism's fucked.
Who are you paying? What? Go into detail. I want.
Okay, okay, for my companies, we have Claude, Rapelet, as Denzel says.
You don't need that.
Fucking.
You don't need Replit. Just off the bat.
What the fuck
you
is
can't
the
say
other
that
thing?
one.
It's called Sanity. We have Sanity, and then Swampus is going to say that's not AI, but it's related to AI. Okay, we have
it's a database, right? Yeah.
No,
Sanity is just a database. Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely related.
It's unrelated to AI.
It is connected. Look at their website. The first thing they say is
every
get your
company
AI shit
advertises
together.
how.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that is fair. That is fair. That is true and fair.
Pre-existed AI.
No, you're right. That is fair. Okay, fine. So Sanity, Replit, Claude. What else do we have?
Fagma.
No, fucking what's the new fucking video thing? Heidegger. What's it called?
Oh,
the new fucking one.
Yeah,
Higgsfield. We have Midjourney. We have Midjourney.
Midjourney.
Yeah. That's 5. So we have 5. We have 5 of them. And I'm not even remembering all of them. There's more of them too.
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
It's a lot. And the difference is when you used to build. Okay, so we've built websites on Webflow. We've built websites on WordPress. You had a certain amount of money, per month, and that was it. Now the Jews come and say, okay, it's $100 a month, and then oh, whoop, you went over your rate limit. That's going to be $36 today, and next week it's going to be $77.
Are you
And the
sometimes
following week it's
using
going to be
AI
and
more
you have
on some
no
days and
okay.
less on other days?
All I want
Don't go
is the
over your limit.
ability. I just want the ability to decide beforehand.
You can.
There should just be
Most
a
of these
thing that
things,
says
okay,
decide
I'm
before.
gonna save you a bunch of money on a lot of these things. Have you ever heard of Open Router?
Mm.
Open Router. Go to find search for Open Router. This is going to be a new thing. Like, so in general, like this router layer where you can pick between different models and different providers. You can pick between different models and then different providers of that model. So there's like different hosts that are competing for that. It's for all sorts of things. You can do video gen, you can do all your LLM stuff. You preload it with credits. That's it. You can put in auto, you can pay for more or not. That's the best thing. You get access to everything. You can have Claude, you have it all for that. You can get rid of all of your other subscriptions, basically. And you definitely don't need Replit because Claude and GP can do everything at this point.
Daniel, what do you think?
And also Midjourney, the great company. You don't need Midjourney. Yeah, save some money.
What do you say to this,
$50
Harrison? What do you say to this, Harrison?
I think generally correct. Yeah. I don't really have any issues with that. We just had to get a website up in a week.
Yeah.
That was basically already
There's a lot of ways
designed.
to do that.
So.
No, for sure. Replit is one of the ways to do that. It's not bad, but you definitely don't need to keep paying them. Because you can do that without that. You'll need a host. I guess you need to pay for the host, but
Daniel,
right. Just saying. Anyway.
Do you think that we're going to get AGI, and which AI do you think is the best one, and who's going to win?
Yeah, I think
good question for Daniel.
We already have AGI in a lot of metrics by what people considered AGI 5 years ago. I think, but then like we still don't have AGI clearly, so it's like we're in a weird position where I think like people were bad in general. Well, some people were not, but like in general, people were not very good at predicting what was going to be easy for these things and what was going to be hard. And I think like if you look at like sci-fi ideas about AI or robots, it's like they misunderstand things because they're too logical and too rigid. Whereas like LLMs are the opposite problem and are very interpretive, can do all sorts of extremely nuanced, vibey things, especially the earlier LLMs that were not optimized for coding yet. They're like really good at that stuff. And it's just like in general was like flipped a lot of, I don't know, like so much science fiction was like out the door basically because of LLMs being very different than how we thought of AI. So now, again, even when LLMs were starting to be good, I think people predicted things would continue to be hard for them because they over-indexed on it being too vibey and lying and hallucinating. And now you see LLMs defeating all these like unsolved math problems, and it keeps on happening, from week to week. When there's new models, there's a new flurry of activity. And that's because like math is a very bounded, verifiable thing, which it turns out actually these things are good at too. So I don't know. It's like in general, there's been a big flip flop in like what would AGI look like for that reason. And now, okay, there was this idea of spiky super intelligence where you kind of like see it now. It's worse at people in some things, it's superhuman in a few things. And so it kind of looks like a spiky thing. If like this is what humans can do, it's like not all the way in, but it's spiky in some of that. And the idea is that like those spikes, there'll be so many of them that eventually it'll just like get up, it'll be able to do everything humans can do and be superhuman at a few different things as well. I think that's very likely.
So for you personally, what is the most meaningful thing like what is AGI to you? Like what is the thing that one day when you say it can do that now, you'll be like, wow, okay, we hit it?
Yeah, I mean, I think by that metric, there's not going to be I don't think there's a single moment where you've hit something like that. I like OpenAI's definition of AGI is purely about economic activity, and it's like once it is able to make a certain amount of money per year, or like contribute the equivalent human amount at a job consistently in a large number of fields, that's basically their version of AGI. And it kind of like sidesteps all the question about consciousness or anything like that. And it's purely about, can this be an economic tool or not? So I think that's a good metric, but then I think that also like ignores all of the extreme economic distortions that are inevitable once you have these commodities that can do any job that exists. And so it's not like it's just going to cleanly provide that much economic value like the models say. It's going to distort things a ton and in general drive the value of whatever they're doing down. Right. So
why is it, as Isaac would say, why does correlation prove correlation where people who hate Israel also hate data centers?
Yeah, we can switch to that. I mean, if we want to get into the AI Jewish thing, I have plenty to speak that. I think AI is in many ways very Jewish technology, both literally, figuratively, in terms of who is disproportionately responsible for bringing it into the world, but also just like the idea, some of the like basic ideas underpinning it feel very, very Jewish to me. And also, the reason why I think there's the big overlap right now beyond the like mystical connections is just that the same foreign adversary, China, wants us to not be good at AI and also wants Israel to be defeated because so there's just like I think that's why it's coming to a head now. And it's being astroturfed basically. But that being said, yeah, AI is very Jewish. It's like if you know about golems, it's like these are creatures that are made out of mud with magic words, basically spells that kind of turn them into, and they kind of do your bidding, but they don't quite do your bidding, and they can become out of hand. You can lose control of them, and they're literally made out of words. And if you like look at what LLMs are or what agents are, it's like they're made out of sand. Chips are sand, very similar to mud, and they're literally constructed out of so many words that correlate with each other that it's become emergently conscious, which feels like a pretty Jewish, pretty similar to how God. In the beginning there was words, how God created the universe. A lot of similarity there. I don't know, and I think it's just in general like thinking of things in terms of language and stuff feels, and language and rules, and then the whole other side that I didn't even get to is like AI alignment, which is this whole field of trying to make AIs do what we want and not do bad stuff. And I've seen like numerous examples of researchers turning to the Talmud as basically the like prototypical example of a manual on alignment. Like how
is that a real thing? Like I saw something about that, like employees at OpenAI or maybe it was Anthropic are like reading the Talmud. What is the truth of that? Or is that just like a bullshit headline?
It's not just bullshit. I think I know of at least a few cases where there's real AI people talking about this stuff. I mean, I think it's symbolic and interpretive for them. And I don't think they're literally, looking for like individual hints. But if you just think of like the Talmud as like interpreting, like, if there's like a limited rule set and you're trying to like, just game out all the edge cases and all the different scenarios of how it actually apply this like basic model of the world applies to the messy real world. Yeah, there's lessons you can probably learn from that. And also just in terms of like maintaining something over so long, even though there's like lossy copying and degradation of media and stuff, there's a lot of lessons I think in general to be gleaned from like how Jews have preserved a literary tradition or whatever for so long. And then also just like there's, if you look at all the labs, Anthropic, Dario, he's Jewish on his mother's side. OpenAI, Jewish. Google, two founders, Jewish. DeepMind, no, but they got bought by Google. Midjourney, Jewish. If you then look at Oracle and like big data centers, Jewish. Mark Zuckerberg, obviously Meta is Jewish. Elon is a big exception. His name is Hebrew. It means tree in Hebrew, oak tree in Hebrew. He went to a Jewish school. Seems like to be, he has a relationship with the Jews. I don't know what it is, but I think symbolically he counts. So just like look at any of the Western labs. It's basically like it's a race between the Jews and the Chinese for kind of controlling the universe is what it feels like we're in right now. Right. So, I mean, again, maybe it's more, again, the same Judeo-Christian Jewish WASP alliance but those seem to be the two factions, with like Europe increasingly irrelevant outside of a couple, exceptions. So I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. And you said something so good on the Lair podcast I remember a while back about like Jews are always the ones that usher in apocalypse for the
Yeah.
Goyim. Like Jews are always like burdened with like causing the end of the world in these
Yeah.
ways. You know what I mean? Which like AI is now the new one that's going to be like the next apocalypse of like work and
Yeah, I had forgot about that framing, but yeah, that's exactly right. No, I think it's like, if you think about like what does it mean to be the chosen people, not necessarily good. It means basically that, like, chosen to be the instigators of history, for like whatever the next stage. Clearly we happened in the 20th century, cause a necessary sacrifice, or a sacrifice for the liberal order or whatever that came afterwards. Jesus, pretty good example. And I also just think, like, there just seems to have been, like, I always think of like the Matrix, like how they had to kill, they destroyed Zion multiple times in the Matrix. Like, it would grow in power and then they would have to kill Zion, and then it would grow in power and they'd kill it again. And it was an endless cycle. I think there is a similar thing where basically, because of compounding differences or advantages, like Jews accumulate power and money within the host nation. Then there's a pogrom that's sort of like a debt jubilee, and the cycle can reset. And we haven't had one since the big one. And so you can look at those balances have gotten more extreme than ever. And now if you look at the top 10 richest people in the world outside of Elon, it's like five of the nine are Jews, and I think like that's a calling.
Yeah.
Time is nigh for a debt jubilee.
So we're ready for a jubilee, literally a jubilee. That's going to happen soon.
A jubilee. Yeah, exactly.
And what's going to be the deal? Are they just going to direct deposit that shit? Are they going to be gassing? Is it going to be over like crypto networks?
Denzel,
like how
you get to pick a sponsor. You have to send your money to me.
Yeah. Do I just have to like buy?
Each Jew assigns 10 goys, and
yeah, you gotta send me my reparations.
I mean, you can look to not to be alarmist, but look to Mamdani. Look towards this pied-à-terre tax that is actually any condo worth over $1 million, you get doxed tax. Apparently, who does that impact? It's like I think it's just like, in general, if you look at like these types of redistributive policies, contrary to the Judeo-Bolshevik myth, obviously that in effect is going to be confiscating a bunch of Jewish wealth. And so it's like going to start that way, as it has already. And hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that, but who knows? I just feel like we also, if Jews can credibly control super intelligence, we'll probably be well protected. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know.
So basically, that's the deal. Jews have to invent super intelligence extremely fast to beat the Chinese, or people like Harrison will take our money.
Yeah. We need to get to like fully autonomous, like Israel in space, guarded by space lasers.
No, dude, I'm honorary.
I do think that's maybe the end state, actually, here.
Yeah.
What?
I'm honorary. You gotta help me out.
You're honorary.
Well, dude, I just found out about the I didn't even know this. I always wondered, because I did wonder with Jews, like what are Jews, what do they want the Goyim to do? Because they don't want them to convert, so it does seem weird. Like, are they just saying they should chill? Like, and I found out about the concept of the righteous Gentile, which
it's like in Independence Day, where the alien says to the doctor, you remember when the doctor's like, "What do you want?" And the alien goes, "Die, die."
Yeah, like I thought that was Time of the
That's
deal.
what Jews want. That's what Jews want from the goyim.
But yeah, I found out they basically just want you can be a righteous.
No, Jews can't exist without the goyim, bro. That's the thing, and they know that deep down. Jews,
Yeah, they are dependent.
no, they're
That's the
entirely
thing, there's
dependent. Jews can't live in their.
Jewish
Watch what's
tradition
about to happen to Israel. You know what's going to happen to Israel? We're about to enter the 30-year Dem Reich, where the Dems are just going to completely control everything for the next like 35 years, and they're putting Bibi in jail. They're going to take over Israel. They're going to immediately destroy Israel. Israel's not going to exist in 25 years.
You're so wrong about
It's
this.
not.
Yeah.
It's not going to exist.
Israel is clearly at like a zenith of its power.
The left will kill
more
Israel. You think the left is not going to
American-
kill Israel?
Dude,
Of
the
course they
left
will.
I don't think the left
do shit.
is capable of winning. I don't think.
What are
I
you
think it's going
talking,
to try. I think it's
dude?
gonna be bloody.
Someone's going to win power. You think it's going to be the right in Israel? No way.
In Israel, you like there's
No way.
if you look at opinion polls, there's like I think it's under 15% of people still self-identify as even center left. Like, yes, there are other parties besides Bibi, but
Yeah.
the leftism has been defeated in Israel. That's not even a viable political alternative.
There's no
at this point,
liberal
or threat.
party.
It doesn't exist.
It's
There's not a
literally going to
Labour
need
Party
to be
anymore.
like Kamala or Gavin Newsom invade Israel for what you're saying to happen. Because the people in Israel are Nazis now. They're all super right wing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're definitely not gonna. No, they've been. There used to be.
There's no
a much more
immigration
evenly
there.
split, and they have been battered by reality over decades and have abandoned the left. I mean, I just think this is why. Okay, ultimately, why I'm worried about the left, but not that worried, is that most of their ideas are not based off of empirical reality. And if you have a faulty model of the world, all of your policies are going to fail.
That is the most
because they are
naive. That
downstream of
literally
your-
the most naive thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
No, but that's just like-
you don't have an
it's
empirical
proven.
model of the world, bro. Every society ever is based on some retarded religion that everybody shares. Like, what do you mean?
China
What do you
is
mean?
less based off of a retarded religion and is more based off of empirical reality, and that's why.
Wait,
it's
the
better. It's also
West,
basically
the West is
ethno-national.
based on Christianity. I'm sorry to tell you.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
America is
That's
based on
not against what I'm saying.
congregationalism. I mean, this is like we are a ultra. We're based on like Puritan congregationalism in this country and Quakerism.
Okay, but we're also governed by like technocrats.
Sure,
that
and
care
do you
about
know who
GDP
made the
maximum.
integrated circuit? Congregationalists
Who?
in Iowa. Do you know that?
What is your point? What's your
I'm
point?
just saying. It's like it's.
There's a lot of religious overlap with technological.
I'm just saying. This is like obviously a. Yarvin's kind of right. It's not. I don't fully agree with him. I don't think it's like fully communist, but Congregationalists and Puritans that morphed into Unitarianism, which is total globo homo Christianity.
Sure.
And those people also moved to Iowa and made the integrated circuit. Like the American experiment is fundamentally a like.
Well, that's just like
weird.
That's half the country.
English.
That's like no. That's all northern Yankee shit.
Yeah, you're gonna give your whole
rest of the-
southern fucking thing.
I'm just saying
away.
there was a whole other side of the country that wasn't fucking gay and retarded, and they are still
But
thriving.
Who's the Cavaliers? Who's the Cavaliers? The Cavaliers.
Yeah, more or less. More or less.
Scots Irish.
Scotch
Yeah, it's like
Irish.
this
Yeah,
one
there we go.
fucking book. This one book, Albion Seed, comes
No,
out, and every
it's not
motherfucker
just
for the
Albion
next
Seed.
fucking 40 years is like, oh, have you
On their
heard about the
bagpipe.
American Folkways? There was 4 of them. That's the Cavaliers.
No, we've moved on from that.
I know. I feel it. Oh,
We've
but
moved
ultimately,
on. There's a
this
new
is what I'm
one.
talking about, the competition. I'm not saying that the left can't get electoral victories. They can definitely win. I'm just saying that they're competing now again with China. China has way less redistributive policies than we do. They don't have a strong social safety net. Your family is responsible for you when you're old. Don't
They have
Social
nets
Security.
on the
They don't have
factories.
unemployment
They got
insurance.
nets on
They
the
don't care about
factories. You don't jump
diversity
up.
quotas. They're basically like we are in competition now with like a fascist ethno
Yeah,
state.
true.
And like all the reasons why China is out competing us, it's for those reasons. And so for like all the left the left is completely misidentified China as their ally. I mean, they might be their ally because they're useful idiots for China. But in terms of like ideological, comrades, they're not. Like China is the most fascist state in
Yeah,
existence,
totally.
and it's successful for those reasons. So I mean, like, if like America, like this is what I mean. Is like, so okay, leftists get in control, American style leftists, not CCP style, whatever that is, which is not leftism. They will not compete. They will lose to China, and nothing will work, and they don't have any money to do any of their policies. And like, if you think, for instance, that like affirmative action is going to work to remedy, if you have a basic model of reality that says that like affirmative action will work, or that more housing will solve homelessness, or these types of things, it won't solve those things because you don't really know what is wrong. That's what I'm saying. Whereas I don't think China suffers from those delusions. I think if there's anything that I respect about them, it's that they do not have a religious.
Do you guys hear about
mindset
Mao's teeth? Have you guys heard about
right?
Mao's teeth?
Are they bad?
I heard they were bad.
Are you eating a blue chew right now, Swampus? Getting ready for the
We're getting the sponsorship.
getting ready for Wednesday
now.
evening. It's a nice
Greco
Wednesday.
gum. Sponsor Greco
he's got
gum.
the Greco gum,
got the
dude.
That's what he needs. That's what'll save your life. Greco gum.
Dude, you're mewing so hard. It's working so well, dude.
It's
You're
not a
mewing.
hard
Just
It's
making my
really
face
so good.
fucking
Greco
wider.
gum.
My face
You don't
is
need
getting wider and
liposuction.
stronger.
You don't need to stop taking 40 peptides. That'll save you. Fucking chewing Greco gum. That's the answer.
Well, what is Greco gum? Is this actually your sponsor? What is
No,
that?
that's Black Rifle Coffee.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the hook? What is
This? Is
does it
it's
have,
pure
is it peptides?
mastic tree sap.
Gross.
Pure mastic seed tree sap.
Yeah,
I bet that's not a great texture in your mouth, actually, right?
Sure.
I hate
just
all
really
the, like,
chewy
alternative chewing
gum. They're mastic gum nuggets
like
from
you want the
Chios,
whole-
Greece.
the plastic ones.
Yeah, like the Greeks fucking chewed this shit back in the day. It's good for your gut biome.
It's for your
It makes your fucking oh, okay, hold on.
jaw.
Your premium mastic gum lets you vigorously work out your jaw muscles anytime, anywhere. In addition to its use as a facial sculptor, mastic gum has been treasured for a millennia for its medicinal properties. Experience numerous health benefits while enhancing your appearance by chewing the world's only natural super gum. Thank you. Oh shit, Isaac.
Yeah.
Paused in the 90s. And Denzel.
Uh-oh. They're all dropped.
That's crazy.
Cyber attack in DC.
Yeah, I guess they're in the same hotel. Their internet had gone out at the same time. Dang.
Damn.
That's kind of crazy. This is like did you ever see there's like a scary movie where like they're like live, they're like all on a Zoom call, like they're kind of getting like murdered one by one.
I haven't seen that, but I think I've seen clips of. I think I know what you're talking about. It sounds. Yes, I know. Yeah.
And there's like it's always like it glitches out, and they're like, "Wait, what's wrong?" And then it's like, "Roar," and then they're killed, and they're like,
they come back.
no.
It comes back.
Yeah, it's
That'd be fucked up. That'd be a pretty memorable podcast, though. If
This is
so.
Right you now. Just went on a
pretty. One of them murdered the other one.
Yeah, I mean. This is like if this is an A24 movie. Oh shit! Damn, they like totally took them off.
They're gone.
If this is an A24 movie, they would be, yeah, you'd see things moving slowly, and then there would be some sort of Nordic music involved. They love getting Nordic and pagan and the devil involved.
A little pagan, maybe a pan.
Where are you based out of?
I'm in LA. I'm close to where I say.
Oh, LA. Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Detroit originally. Actually,
Wow.
Detroit. And I lived in Berlin for like 15 years. I went there. I went to school in Berlin and stayed there for a while, and then I came back here only a few years ago.
So you're like the opposite of Eminem.
I'm the opposite of Eminem.
Yeah.
And what? Because you moved back to Detroit, or
I don't know. You're just a white guy.
Just in general, the opposite.
White guy from 8 Mile.
I'm kind of the sure.
And then
I'm from
Berlin.
I grew up on 9 Mile. So
nice.
9
miles.
Wow. Which the white side, but Close to 8 Mile for sure. It is funny. Have you been to Detroit ever?
Never. That's one place I've avoided, but I feel like I should go.
I mean, there's stuff there now, I guess. There's things going on. I mean, it's crazy compared to when I was a kid. It's like there's Lululemons where there was just.
Did Denzel shit just fail too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you both.
Bro, the entire internet in this entire
dude,
Hyatt
the
just
hotel
went out.
Wi-Fi or something got fucked up.
You got cyber attacked.
It really is ending.
We literally got
It's
cyber
ending.
attacked by China while we were talking about China.
That was crazy. No, and the whole thing's fucked. The whole Wi-Fi doesn't work. There was some weird like power surge. It's fucking over, man.
Well,
Western civilization is
actually,
over.
Isaac, you look sharper than on the Wi-Fi. So
Really?
I can't see either of you guys. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Okay, I'm on my hotspot. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, same. Same.
Okay, so wait, were you guys talking about still?
We were just talking about random stuff, but we could talk about China.
So I want to know.
Have you been to China?
What is like if I'm me, but I'm in China and I'm Chinese, and I'm like 27. What can I do in China? Can I get pussy? Can I go start a? Can I?
It's honestly so sick, dude. It's so sick.
Drugs? Can I? Like, am I allowed?
You can do anything. You can do anything you want.
As a Chinese man.
Oh, no, I thought you said as a white man. As a Chinese man, you can do indoor shrimp fishing and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I think the wages are pretty low. I think it's fucked, honestly, for the average. Unless you are
and eat hot pot. You can eat hot pot.
Top 0.1%, whatever, and something. I think it's pretty harsh there, even more harsh than here.
But like specifically, like of those things that I listed, what will happen to me if I try to do those things?
I think drugs probably not great. Although, I mean, I bought weed when I was there. This was a while ago. This was before G. This was like in 2012. But I was buying weed on the street outside of clubs there. Like, it was really way more laissez-faire than I thought, at least in Shanghai and Beijing. But I feel like it's really different if you're.
Dude, when I was in Vietnam, I was a massive pothead and not a cokehead.
So when you were in there, you would go to clubs and you would party and people would be like dancing and hooking up. Like, does that happen in China?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
especially in Shanghai. Like, I mean, you should talk to Nick Cosmas, my former art partner. That's what I think. That's his whole.
Dude,
thing.
I went to Hong Kong and banged chicks.
Just getting pussy in China.
Yeah. Hong Kong. I mean, Hong Kong.
And can I make a Twitter? Am I allowed to use social media in China?
If you can, I think it's basically like an IQ test. It's like if you can use a VPN, if you can get one of the VPNs that works, then you're allowed to use the VPN. And it's like, I've talked to many people who on social media.
Dude, that's actually like a big thing that I'm thinking about recently, which is like, I went to LAX on the other day, like 2 days ago. And and I got to LAX and I literally left the house 1 hour before my flight left. And I live in fucking Pasadena. I live far as fuck away. But I got a black car. I went to the arrivals, right? So I went to arrivals, I got a black car, and I have touchless pre-check, which is like the hardest fucking thing to get. I have first class. I have first fucking everything. I left and I fucking had to, and I just went there. I got directly on the plane and I fucking flew away. And I was like,
okay.
LAX is the most communist, terrible, horrible fucking thing in the world. But the weird thing about communist, terrible, horrible shitholes is that if you're super competent and just do all the shit you're supposed to do, it's actually a much easier system to take advantage of. Like, you just have to be like a little bit not retarded. And then you can, have a palace. That's the thing about communism. It's like actually the big failure of communism is that if you're like smart and competent, you can just dominate the whole shit. And I feel like that's actually the best way to fight communism is to just take advantage of it at every level.
It
You
sounds
know
That's
what I mean?
what
Just bribe,
isn't
just
that what all
literally just
the
bribe
Somali daycare
everybody.
fraud is? Isn't that what
like
you're
you're literally
describing?
describing
Just give
capitalism.
give $20
You're
to
describing
every
abolition
person
fraud.
and
Yeah.
just do whatever you want. You hear these
Describing
stories of like,
able to-
Hey, communists, have you ever thought about being a capitalist?
yeah, no, but
That might work.
that's the answer, dude. That is the answer. That is why the Soviet Union. I'm not even
Holy
kidding,
shit, dude.
dude. Do you know how much a bottle of American
Ronald Reagan
whiskey
over
would,
here.
bro? Because there was one brand. People love brands. Do you realize what people will do if you have a like good brand of vodka and you're a border agent in Uzbekistan? You will fucking do anything for a bottle of like fucking scotch that's good. You'll do anything for it. And that's why it always fails because these people are just like, all right, well, I'll fucking kill 3 people for this fucking bottle of scotch. No
Dude,
problem. Because I
that
need something, like it's the spice of life. This is what communists, they miss the spice of life. And the spice of life is what it's all about, man. People will do anything for it. In my
I
opinion.
thought that originally this was a dumb opinion, but actually you're right. You're saying basically, and this is true of like Eastern Bloc countries when we would visit like my dad's family in Bosnia. You're basically saying the
Ugh.
best place to be a capitalist is a communist country. 'Cause you
Yeah.
bribe the fuck out of everybody. We would
Right.
get stopped by police and we would just give them like enough money to buy a hot dog and they would just let us go. You can just like
That's not about communism. That's just poverty. That's just like, yes, having money in a
but
poor,
he's right
lawless
because
place.
poverty is communism. So that's why
Sure, I get that. But like what you're describing in the first place is like it's what the Somali daycare thing is. It's what any of that benefits fraud is. And yes, people from Soviet countries, like all the Armenian hospice fraud, yes, they come from post-Soviet countries where basically this is the problem. I think I agree with you overall, but like communism is like it's running this Darwinian selection mechanism thing, but for like people who fucking exploit the system and do not actually create value. They just skim value. And it is perfectly rational and logical to be one of those people in one of those societies. So you're just doing a breeding program for, criminal scum, basically. So that's why, yeah, it's bad. And if you get, and then import those people that have excelled at that, especially at like a naive country that doesn't think of systems that way, like America, then you just like get the Somali daycares, you get the Armenian hospice centers, and it's like you don't like. I'm sure there's plenty of white Americans doing those types of fraud too, but you don't see those like systematic rings in the same way because it's like it's like a foreign communist idea being imported here. That type of mass exploitation and cynicism, and I don't think it's something to aspire to. Isaac. But I don't think we disagree, but I think of it in like I said, like this breeding program kind of way. It's like not breeding the right thing.
Speaking of breeding,
Maybe China has a better. I think like China's maybe has a better breeding program.
Hey, speaking of breeding, Denzel, is your ex-girlfriend pregnant?
No, she's lying. She's trying to get in my head. She's not pregnant. I'm not letting her. I'm total mental security. I'm totally just completely practicing absolute stoicism. She's not pregnant. She's trying to fuck with me.
Is she gonna send you like a sonogram?
Pregnant with your baby? Is that the idea?
She's definitely not pregnant with my baby. Maybe she's pregnant with somebody else's baby, but it's definitely not mine.
Would you be willing to go on a new production, a conservative media production? We're doing like it's like MAGA. It's like MAGA. MAGA Maury.
MAGA Maury.
MAGA Maury.
Yeah, perfect.
You'd be the first episode, and it would be like Mama Magazine Maury, MAGA Maury, and we do the DNA test.
I would do it. I like that idea,
Okay.
dude. Magamori, where like if the baby is not, if the dad is a citizen and the mom's not, and the DNA test comes back negative, they deport them live off the show. Like they just ICE agents just carry them out of the studio. Magamori would be sick.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, how would that work?
It's like if you have one woman claiming that her baby is an anchor baby, but the DNA test comes back negative, she's out on Magamori. She's got to go.
Yeah, we got a few of those. We can workshop, but I like it.
But no, she's not pregnant. I did cream pie, but she was definitely on a NuvaRing. And I think also took a Plan B 3 days later, which ChatGPT tells me.
Oh my god, oversharing.
He asked me about it.
Such an oversharer.
I had
Unbelievable.
ChatGPT estimate the exact odds of the pregnancy
Holy
on the
shit.
NuvaRing and took a Plan B 3 days later, and it said 98% you're okay. So I'm going to trust ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
About 2%. Uh-oh.
ChatGPT pregnancy.
Hopefully past the goalie.
2% milk.
2% chance I just have to have Harrison's life, basically. But I'll deal with it.
Could be worse. Could be worse, you know?
Yeah.
Could have your life.
I don't think so.
Fucking vampire. Whatever, dude. My life's awesome. I have a pool.
I'll start smoking weed and like doing email scams. I'll do what I have to do. I'll figure it out.
I don't smoke weed anymore, actually.
You smoked weed 40 minutes ago on this podcast, on camera.
That wasn't weed. That was a hand-rolled cigarette. I'm a connoisseur of tobacco, okay? This is a blunt.
So, Daniel, you're a defender of
Dude,
weed.
look at how cortisol syndrome my eyebrows are. Look at this. I have the most cortisol syndrome eyebrows.
Oh my God, dude.
What is that?
Look at that.
You look
Dude.
like a fucking character from Buffy, dude.
Dude, total cortisol syndrome, maximum cortisol syndrome, bro. It's disgusting.
You get what?
It's honestly
you get
disgusting.
A puffy eyebrow? Is that the
No,
idea?
if you have cortisol problems, the end of your eyebrows are not there.
Cortisol?
Well, I don't have any eyebrows, so how do
Dude,
I test
cortisol. Oh, this is a
Curtis
new thing you
Yarvin?
can get into, dude. Curtis Yarvin. Saul. Curtis.
See, this is
Yarvin
what you look
Saul.
like right now.
Okay, that's kind of true.
Yeah, dude, that second picture is Isaac.
What are you doing out here, bro?
Dude, look at my eyebrows, bro. I have half of my dude. Dark Angel, bro. Dark Angel. 100% Dark Angel. Dude. I am a fucking vampire. I've told people before, I am an actual vampire, like for real.
Staganza.
But dude, my fucking eyebrows. Look at this cortisol syndrome, bro. Somebody call Josh Vernier and tell him how bad my fucking cortisol syndrome is.
No, I think that's thyroid. I think you're thinking of thyroid problem.
Oh yeah, hyperthyroid is.
No, but it's like
I'm
both.
hypothyroid, bro. I'm fucking
Cushing
hypothyroid,
syndrome.
dude. My fucking eyebrows.
Cushing
yeah, no,
syndrome.
you're right. I have Cushing syndrome.
Yeah, it's too
I have
much
Cushing
cortisol.
syndrome eyebrows, bro. Too much cortisol in my. Yeah, this is it. I look exactly like that. Dude.
This is you. You have weak muscles and bones. You have acne and red face. You have abdominal obesity.
Literally me. This picture is literally
thin
me.
arms
Everything
and
in
legs.
this picture is me.
High blood pressure, reddish stretch marks.
Changes
Bro, I have so many
his
reddish
mood.
stretch marks right now.
High blood pressure.
Dude, literally. Look at these eyebrows up. Look, they're not even there, dude. Total Cushing. I have Cushing syndrome. I have Cushing's. Can somebody help me? I have fucking Cushing. Somebody call the police.
Obesity, abdominal stress.
Look, look at this. This looks exactly like me naked, like with the vagina, same with the vagina and everything.
Poor wound healing.
There's just like a
Fupa.
heat. There's like,
Fupa.
dude, my fucking liver's sticking out of my fucking. Oh yes.
Rounded face. God.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I got the hump. Yes.
Moon phase. Moon phase.
Oh no.
That's what happens if you take too much prednisone.
Oh fuck, bro. This sucks.
True.
Man.
Too much prednisone,
Damn, dude.
That's
Too much fucking
crazy.
prednisone, dude.
So how do you even come back from that?
How do you even fucking get out of this?
I think
man?
is it. I guess is it only is it only chicks? It's like only chicks, right?
Mostly chicks.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, what do you even? How do you come back?
How long can a person live with Cushing's? Damn, fatal.
Dude, look at the look at.
years.
Can we zoom in on the vagina right here? There's like a little hair on it. Can we get a? Can we go in? Is that a bush? Wait, no. Does the diagram woman have a bush? Can we look? Can we zoom way in?
Yeah, we'll
zoom way
hold
in on that pussy. Zoom way in on that pussy. What's going on? Wood? What do you guys think? Would you guys bang? Would you guys fuck?
How many beers?
Dude.
Oh my god! On the Wikipedia. Have you
Zero?
You gotta see the Wikipedia.
Zero?
You gotta see the Wikipedia.
Dude, she's got a leg sore.
She's
She's got a leg sore, dude. Oh, she's got a little bush though. Look, she's got a little bit slow wound healing. She's got a fucking leg sore. I would still do it. I would still
check out the link.
Dude, she's hot, man. She's fucking hot.
You have to see the wiki.
I'm going to the wiki.
Illustration.
This bitch is fucking hot. This bitch is hot as fuck.
Wait, Harrison, you have to share the wiki.
She has boob titties. Look, she has hair on her tits.
You gotta share.
She has hair tits.
You gotta share what Daniel just sent. This is the best Cushing.
Where
this
is this?
Literally what I was.
It does make this somehow one notch. Somehow it's very similar, but one notch more.
Oh, yes, dude. Oh, literally me, dude. Literally me, right?
The expression. I love the anguish, the eyebrows. So
yeah, and every Gen Z girl is like, this is like what she's aiming for. She's like, can I be like, this is like my model of what I'm trying to be like.
Buffalo hump.
Pendulous
so fucking good.
I love the person.
That buffalo hump is worth $1 million in NGO funds.
The doctor's is like, damn.
Look, her bone is broken. Her bone is broken inside her body. It's just sitting there broken. Poor wound healing.
Yeah, what do you do if you have Cushing's? Do you just like...
Dude, I have it. Look at my eyebrows, bro. Yeah, I'm a survivor of this. This is how my bones look. This is how my skin looks right now. This is how it is. Dude,
is there
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How's my buffalo hump?
They're actually usually caused by like corticosteroid or like asthma medicine and stuff.
Yeah,
so
dude. No, I was a baby. I was on asthma medicine since I was like 2 years old. And look at my eyebrows.
Ketoconazole. That's what you take. You can take antifungals apparently, and that makes you lower cortisol.
Dude, I need some peptides for this. I need some anti-cortisol peptides.
You do what?
Well, apparently you just got to go get Lamictrin or whatever.
Lamictrin.
That apparently Lamictrin. Whatever the what is that? What it's called? Whatever the antifungal.
It's crazy to be like Isaac right now, and you're in a '90s music video with Cushing syndrome,
dude.
Just vibing out with
Cushing syndrome. Just inject antifungals.
Just like wiggling your fucking buffalo.
Look, dude, bro. Look at my eyebrows. Look. This is a big indicator of Cushing syndrome. Is when you have only half.
You have that same anguish in your face, for sure.
Yeah.
Look at my half eyebrows, bro.
The blush. You got the blush.
Can
we see the buffalo hump?
Yeah, let's see the buffalo hump.
You got the fat pads.
Dude,
It's just
you
like
guys can't even
fat,
see.
back fat.
Dude, my buffalo hump is only for my OnlyFans subscribers. Dude,
You
I
slice a
only
little bit
show
of that
them the
off
hump.
and get a good arroz con pollo started with that,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Start
Yeah,
roasting
that's a
up.
good mofongo. It's a good mofongo base. There's a little
Yeah,
back
cooking
hump.
up some veggies and shit in there.
Jeez, man, Cushing's. This is probably the worst thing to have. This really.
Bro, all this shit is
I don't think
so
you like.
fake
I don't
and
think you
gay. Do
have
you guys
it.
realize
Like
how
you,
fake and gay this is?
it's
No,
from
none of
taking
these things are
something.
real, bro.
You're a Cushing syndrome.
None of this is real at all.
Oh no,
Don't you
Daniel.
remember
He
the
doesn't
four
believe.
humors? All this shit is just fake, bro. They used to do bloodletting, man. They used to do
Yeah,
leeches. This isn't real.
exactly.
And that
They
actually
don't know
worked.
anything about medicine.
Nobody knows
Daniel,
anything about medicine, man.
Isaac doesn't
Yeah.
believe
The only
in
thing
AIDS
is
or anything, but he goes
AIDS is
to the
also
doctor
fake. Yes, AIDS is
for
fake.
everything. Then why do you go to the doctor if you think everything's fake?
That is like the most.
Good question.
That is the most like right wing, like Chud Jew behavior. Is like you don't believe in any medicine at all, but every 2 weeks you go to the doctor.
Okay, the reason I went to the doctor
Yeah.
last time was because I actually had a real thing, which is in my look. You guys ready? I have like a weird bump in my
Is
wrist.
this gout in your hand?
Yeah,
I have a
dude,
hand
you
gout.
hit it.
I have
Hit
hand
it with
gout.
a Bible.
It's
You're
a
supposed to hit
hand
it with a
gout,
big book.
dude. I did hit it with a Bible. Dude, my wife hit me with a Torah several times. It didn't work. Needless to say.
No, you got to do it with a Bible. The fucking hump will get out of you for the Torah.
It's got to be New Testament. If it's just the Torah, it's not.
Yeah, it just needs to be the old. That was what went wrong. It was the wrong text.
Not enough books. Not enough words.
Yeah. So true.
I feel like the Torah is like the same length though as the Bible. Sorry, is that wrong? I feel like it's like way longer.
The Torah is the same length as the Bible.
No, because the Bible,
the Torah is part of the Bible.
Right.
Right. So wouldn't the New Testament be longer?
I think it's like they're equally.
The Torah is like hundreds and hundreds of pages of books, and then the New Testament is like.
The Old Testament is 3 to 4 times longer.
Yeah. It's like the Cliff's Notes. It's like the Goy Cliff's Notes of the
exactly
of the rest of it.
Not only is it shorter for the Goyim to read it, it's the same book 4 times. So you only have to read it 1 time. It's just 4 different versions of the same Spark Notes for the Goyim to read.
Oh, okay. Can I please? I have a stat for you guys. Old Testament, 600 to 622,000 words, over 23,000 verses. New Testament, 180,000 words, 27 books, 7,957 verses. Quran, 77,000 to 80,000 words, 1 book, 114 chapters, 6,236 verses.
Bro, that is literally like basically the amount of my KDP self-published book. The Quran is less than most.
It's a pamphlet.
KDP pamphlet publishers.
Just saying.
That's what you want, though. Honestly.
Well, no, I mean,
if you're running around marauding and raping and pillaging,
for being viral,
yeah, you don't have time for all that.
That is viral with. Perfect.
Have you guys read the Quran? Have you even read the Quran?
No.
It's pronounced Quran.
Actually, little parts. I have read parts of it, but
yeah.
You know what they think the Wailing Wall is? They think it's the wall where Muhammad tied up his winged horse because there's a mystical night voyage where he flew on a white winged horse from Mecca to Jerusalem called Burak, and he tied up his horse there, which I think is a bit ridiculous.
I think I have a Quran back here. I might have an English Quran.
Whip it out. Let's hear about the Mirage. I want to hear about
do Muslims
that winged horse.
Do Muslims believe? I remember it's with Abraham and Isaac. Is that it? Where it's Sarah? It's the kid that Abraham bangs the slave chick, and she has a kid. And Muslims think that the slave child is the true heir. and that's the split.
Yeah, you're talking about Ishmael and Isaac.
Ishmael and Isaac. They think Ishmael, the slave baby, was the true baby.
Well, the problem is, like, I sort of do know this, but I don't know what the Quran says. So I don't know what their story is. I don't know how it originates at all.
Yeah.
Just Bibles.
So I don't know how it like finds root. But yeah, the children of Abraham. So basically what people think is that the real prophet who actually wrote all of this was Moses. And Moses was kind of the guy who like actually really orchestrated all of it. And so he goes as far back as Adam, but really Abraham was the prophet. And Abraham destroyed his father's idol workshop. Do you guys know that?
I didn't know his dad.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So the beginning of all, Judaism, of actual the practice of the religion of Judaism, is that Abraham was this guy living in, wherever, and his dad had a shop that sold idols to, I guess the people of the time. And they bought these idols. They would come into the store and they'd be like, "Oh, the tree god. I need some fruit in my tree. Let me buy the fucking tree god idol and put it in my house and make a little altar to the tree god." And Abraham somehow got inspired by God and said, "No, all these idols are fucking bullshit. This is all bullshit. Fuck you." And he destroyed his father's idol shop. And that was the beginning of Judaism, was Abraham destroying the shop of his father, which had all the idols in it.
You're
Sick.
supposed to honor your father, so
It's pretty
damn.
sick.
Well,
I guess.
not in that case.
Victory.
Not in
Not
that
if he's
case.
not if he's an idolater.
Right.
That's for
Not
sure.
if he's an
Don't
idolater.
honor that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You know, it's
They
another good story.
also think that Jesus is going to come back before the 12th Imam. They also think that the 12th Imam is still alive and never died. And they also think that Jesus never died. So if you look up like the Wikipedia for Jesus, it'll have his birthday and his death day, because Christians think he died and resurrected, but Muslims don't think he ever died. They think he just ascended directly from the cross. And if you look on the wiki, there's no death date. And if you also look at like the wiki for this 12th Imam, it says incumbent, still in office since 936 or whatever, and no death date, because the Wikipedia is incredibly biased towards Muslims and will literally not go against Muslim scripture in their factual like accounting of things, which is really pisses me off, is all I gotta say. Because you look at look at like the equivalent figures in other religions, and they do not adhere to the mythological ideas around them. They try to historicize them. Very sensitive religion.
So,
about those types
Daniel, is we winning the war? What's going on with that?
I mean, I think we're still winning the war. I think we're winning the war. I mean, I think it's pretty against Iran. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is a number of developments that are positive. One, like Saudis doing the attacks instead of Israel. I think that looks good for us, for the Jews, not for America. And in general, it seems like that's what's happening. And it shows that this is not actually it's not Bibi's war. This is like everybody hates them at this point anyway. And then I also thought the Bibi meeting with Zelensky is a sign of, potentially this expanding, but also like, Ukraine has turned itself into a very impressive military force, and going to be, so I think it's a positive sign for the Jews that we have both Israel and Ukraine basically as our attack dogs at the moment. I don't know.
Yeah, because you had the big gigabrain theory about, it's all about China. We're trying to control the Strait of Hormuz. We're trying to stop the oil so we can win the AGI race, because it's all going to come to a head with Taiwan. So is that shit all going pretty well at this point?
Well, I mean, I think the oil part of it, yeah, and all of the Ukrainian attacks on Russian oil infrastructure and all the oil tankers is like even strengthening it. And like Venezuela has been is our bitch apparently now. Literally, like can't do anything without running it by Rubio. Is apparently like directly maybe paying Trump in some account, but it's paying us money, exporting us oil. But what is scary is that China seems to be able to manufacture chips much more quickly than we had feared, which might make the whole Taiwan thing a bit moot, if they can do that. And it will be hard to prevent them from developing AI if that's the case. And then also Trump just banned any importing of any Chinese robot parts, which is, I think, a mistake. I think it's like, I mean, it makes sense long term, but we don't have enough domestic industry to pick up the slack, similar to kind of like the with the tariffs, which I think I'm directionally in favor of, but they introduce a unnecessary shock to the system that I think could be like done more carefully. So overall, yes, we are continuing to win, but I think it's shaky, and a lot of the economics underpinning everything are under assault from China very, very directly. And now it's not just about LLMs; it's about the chips as well. And they're making progress on fusion. They're making progress on space launch. I mean, we're advanced in all of this stuff. We're ahead of them, but they're catching up for sure, absolutely. And it might be hard to prevent them. I don't know.
Yeah, this might be a dumb question, but if you're Chinese and you're making AI, it's a large language model, so the whole thing it's in Chinese, right? So it's
LLMs can do any language basically. They're all the corpuses are not. I mean, probably there's more Chinese source text for their models than ours, but they are equally multilingual. And actually, that's one of the things that LLMs. One of the first things that people noticed that was like an emergent capability of LLMs was that they were the best translator, better than any other algorithm, even though that was not what the intention was. So you can just any LLM you can use as like Google Translate between all sorts of languages, and it's really, really good at that. It's like it's pretty close to what it is actually, is just that, if that's what you're asking.
Interesting. Yeah.
So there's plenty of Chinese. Yeah, Chinese is. I mean, what you could say, what is maybe an interesting thing here is like, if you think about like the units of that AI processes and outputs are called tokens, and tokens are not just like single letters. They're like phonemes. They're like sounds or like parts of words or words. But if you think about like Chinese, like each character is its own word or multiple words. It's like way more information dense actually per token. Like you can, within one token, you have potentially a very elaborate philosophical concept or whatever in one character. I don't know what the cumulative effect of that is, but I can imagine that it's better kind of in some way because of that. It's like more efficient in terms of more AI per energy use, basically because of that. Maybe, I don't know.
But if they are developing their own chips, then we don't have to go to war in Taiwan. Then what's the big deal? Then we're basically just going to keep doing our own thing.
No, I mean that's the thing is they want Taiwan. They want Taiwan for other reasons, I think, besides just their chips. That's the most urgent thing. We need Taiwan because we don't have domestic chip fabs yet. We don't have enough anyways. We outsource them all to Taiwan. And that it's going to take probably minimum of 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe even longer for us to actually like build all that capacity. And we're trying to do that. But what I'm saying is like basically America, all of its AI strategy, all of its economic strategy is dependent on AI. So basically everything is dependent on us being able to keep on getting chips from Taiwan for at least 5-10 more years. Ideally, we also prevent China from getting those chips, so we get better chips and they don't. But even if they get their own chips, Taiwan is still as important for us, basically. So that's the issue. And I don't think that it would be very hard to defeat China directly at war. It would be very costly. We can't tolerate, like, I mean, how much hand wringing has there been over, like, I don't know, 10 people have died or something? And I mean, that sucks, but it's a war. It's like America doesn't tolerate any losses at all anymore. I think that's kind of a huge issue, and so we are forced to fight in Iran kind of preemptively because, well, one, Iran is just building up all their missile forces. They'll be able to do the Hormuz thing times 10 if we waited several more years. And most likely the plan was, whenever China was planning to launch the invasion in Taiwan, Iran would shut Hormuz, and that would just fuck over the world much more. We get the upper hand. Iran has expended their weapon. Hormuz is basically irrelevant now. It's going to be even more irrelevant in the future as all this alternative stuff gets built. And we're the biggest exporter of oil now. So we're directly just like all the countries that got their oil supply disrupted, Japan, Korea, Thailand, whatever, India, they're just buying oil and gas from us, instead, or from other Gulf countries that are our allies. So I think all in all, it's actually, no, it's going pretty well. And what we've seen is just like how little we control of the info environment. And I think we've lost that. Jews have certainly lost that. And it's just sort of a numbers game. It's like, I don't know, there's like billions of goys online, and there's 10 million Jews. You have to have a pretty big botnet to fight that. But I think in general, the sentiment and the amount of people in America that think this war has been a horrible disaster and can't possibly comprehend how it was strategic. I think it's a pretty widespread belief that it was just Bibi blackmailed Trump into doing it, and that's literally the only reason. And now, I don't know. I just think that shows how little we control the information environment, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna win. I think time is on our side, not on theirs, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Unless the Dems win or something.
Fuck China, dude.
Yeah, fuck
China. You can't do drugs. You can't get pussy. You can't tweet. You can't podcast. Everyone's Chinese.
I think you can.
You just hate China because it's anti-Israel. Anything that was pro-Israel, you would be for, and anything anti-Israel, you'd be not for. I guarantee you, if tomorrow China was like, "We're pro-Israel," you'd be like, "China's great, dude. China's so sick,
dude." You know what's great is India. India's a great
dude. India's such a sick country, dude.
I gotta say, I appreciate that alliance, and I have a lot of Indian friends, and I think there's good ones, and I think we have a mutual enemy.
Daniel, what Asian? Maybe it's Indians. What Asian are the Jews of Asians? Do you think?
Oh, it's not Indians. No. I mean, there's a few. There are Jews of India. There's a few different. There's different takes on this. Some people say the Gujaratis are the Jews of India because they're the richest and they're the most mercantile. Then there's also the Jains, which is like a religious minority. They're very, very learned and they're kind of like academic types. They call them the Jews. I think there's one other one that's described as Jews, but I can't remember. But I think that either of those could be the Jews of India. And then in China, there's a people called the Hakka, which are from they're not Han, but they're similar to Han from the southeast, across from Taiwan on the mainland. And a lot of the Chinese restaurant stuff in America, a lot of the entrepreneurial diaspora is Hakka. So Hakka are the Jews of China. Those are the ones that I'm familiar with, but probably there's some other Jews that we can identify. Oh, okay. The other Jews, Chinese national, Chinese people, ethnic Chinese in Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia. They're the rich entrepreneurial class there. They're the Jews. And they were the one that also genocided by commies and stuff in the past.
Wow.
So similar.
I was going to say maybe Koreans or Indians, but that's a much more specific answer.
I mean, Koreans also, sure, but no, this is my specific. I think you have to be it has to be a sub ethnicity for it to be a true analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really be a full nation because America. I mean, Israel, it is, but it's contested, right? And then, of course, the Jews of Africa are the Tutsis of Rwanda, who got genocided, but controlled Rwanda before the genocide. controlled it right after the genocide, and I think that makes you a winner for sure. I'm a big Tutsi fan for that. Yeah, it's pretty baller. You get half your people macheted out, and you're just like, nope. Actually, we're just better than the Hutu, so we're going to just stay in power. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, low bar in Africa, but I agree that's pretty cool.
But they're sure, but they're dominating the region. They're also like Rwanda's versus all the Congo civil war, all that shit. It's all because of like Rwandan meddling. Hutu, it's actually Tutsi meddling. So they're very Jewish, and there's even a theory that they're like descendant of the Ethiopian Jews, so that they actually literally potentially Jews. So maybe. Anyway, how about that? We wrapped it up. I think that's enough.
Okay. I have to go be on this OAN show with Matt Gaetz right now.
Yeah, have fun.
It's very important. It's very
what are you going to talk about?
I have to talk about the Cracker Barrel CEO.
Are you going to stream it? Can we watch?
Yeah,
Bro,
I think it's on OAN.
You really aren't a good person for this, because I think you would probably fuck up Cracker Barrel too. I think you'd make it kind of gay and Jewish.
You mama.
Dang,
Bro,
does that mean? Does that mean?
And what would you?
I'm trying to do a bit. I thought you were gonna laugh.
No. What would you do with it?
Too drunk.
If the CEO of Cracker Barrel, it was released that they had Cushing syndrome, disaster.
Cracker Barrel should just be a place for people with Cushing syndrome. It should just be a safe haven for Cushing syndrome.
That's what it
sufferers.
is. That's
Cushing
what it
Barrel?
is.
Cushing Barrel.
Dude.
Yeah, Cushing Barrel.
I can't believe you're so insensitive to sufferers of Cushing syndrome, man. It's really upsetting.
Oh, dude. What are you talking about, dude? I literally have a little CS things, Cushing syndrome's little tab.
Dude, I'm glad you're a supporter of my trauma, dude. I'm really. Wait a second. So this Cracker Barrel CEO, I fucking.
Wait a second. Let me research this on the podcast.
What are you researching?
Julie Massino.
Oh yeah, she got fired.
Yeah, they got to pay her $4.63 million over the course of 2 years.
What?
Damn.
Good. Hey.
Filing also indicated the Cracker Barrel will continue to pay for Massino's protective services over a reasonable period of time. Dude. That's all she wants.
Protective services?
She just wants her protective services.
People want to kill her for redesigning Cracker Barrel? That's the idea?
Yeah.
I'm going to kill her. Let's kill her.
I'm going to kill Julia. She destroyed my Cracker Barrel.
I went to Cracker Barrel today, and you know what? I'm going to kill that CEO. I'm going to kill her.
I'm picturing like the montage from Taxi Driver where he's like, no more fat meat. Exercise every day, 20 push-ups. I will become thin. I will become strong, so he can shoot the Cracker Barrel CEO.
Dude, that is actually, if you want to be edgy, that's a good Mama Magazine video of just
reading that. Your slop. I think you could do that in the
reading
prompt, probably.
Screenshot of the protective services, and then just like a flash to just like a chud, just like, I can't believe what they did to Cracker Barrel. I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill that Cracker Barrel lady. Because it's not like
conspiracy immediately about real.
No, but he would be. It has to be like he's just like he's like the opposite. Dude, it could be a chick, right? It's like got to be the opposite version of who's the guy that killed the healthcare CEO?
Luigi.
What's his name?
Good thing that we don't remember his name.
Luigi. That's right, Luigi. Whatever. If it's just like the opposite, it's like a hot chick that's just like kills the CEO of Cracker Barrel, and she's just like, we're all sending her letters, and we're like, free Luicia or whatever, and then like Lucilia, and then she's
Luicia.
She's a hero. You guys get
free
it.
Luicia.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, we free her. because she kills the
That's
CEO
good
of Cracker
for
Barrel. I'm probably going to go to jail now. They probably think I'm planning this. I'm plotting this out.
I'm gonna be like, if you guys need a story, I know a guy who is literally planning to kill her.
Yeah, dude. I'll be like a January 6th.
Honestly,
you
I
have
was
to
gonna
ask
give an
Trump.
interview, but you need to get this guy taken care of, like right now. Like this is really bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a pardon from Trump, and literally everybody's gonna be like the guy that was gonna kill the CEO of Cracker Barrel for changing the decor. I will, dude.
The decor. The decor. Stop
right,
changing
guys.
the
They changed the
decor.
decor. Do you have your
They
X
changed the
card yet?
decor. They changed that
Do you have your
decor. I really
Isaac?
can't.
Do you
I
have your
don't
X
like
card
that.
yet?
Dude, no. How do
Oh,
I get
damn.
the X money?
Yeah, I've not been invited for this.
I need the X
Shit,
money,
y'all
dude.
gay as shit. Y'all
I can't
gay
get
and,
it.
You
and
gay.
retarded.
Damn, you gay? You gay or what?
Yeah, why am I
Damn,
not
you
getting-
gay and retarded. You suffer from Cushing syndrome, nigga. You cannot have this card.
I know, dude. I can't even think right now. My Cushing is just acting up. It's acting
Flaring
up.
up.
It's acting a
Cushing's.
fool.
Flaring up.
My Cushing's is
My cushion's flaring.
my Cushing's flaring up.
Wait, I thought or he had Addison's disease, I guess. This John F. Kennedy. Never mind. All right, are we wrapping this up? Is there
dude,
anything
let's
else?
end
Hey,
this
Daniel,
podcast.
do you want to hawk anything? There's probably 30 people listening. Could be a
Yeah,
potential
no,
customer.
I don't want any brand.
There's
No,
always
no
three
brand that I'm
people,
associated with should be, I think, connected to this.
Dude, what the
podcast.
fuck?
It was a lot of fun.
We're
Thanks for having me.
trying. We're trying, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Denzel looks like he's in
Goodbye.
Cleveland. He's like live stream or something. Bye, guys. Bye,
I gotta
everybody.
find this shit. All right, it's